Hi, I'm Laura and welcome back to Super Cool Homeschool. Many times when you tell someone you homeschool, you get looks of shock and confusion. People don't know what to say. So why do people seem shocked? We don't fit that stereotypical image that homeschoolers seem to have gotten pigeonholed into. There are so many stereotypes about homeschoolers, and I'll be honest, before I knew what homeschooling really was about, I was kind of guilty of a few of them too. So I want to go over them with you because they're kind of funny, okay? We are not like the Duggar family. Not true. I have 2 boys, not a baker's dozen. Although big families are awesome, I come from one myself, I personally do not have one. We also don't wear overalls or denim jumpers. Those are totally fashion faux pas, okay? My kids do wear jeans from the Gap though, and Old Navy and Target and all those places, but I will never let them wear denim on denim. That's a rule I have followed since junior high and I refuse to give it up. But speaking of clothing, my kids also get dressed every single day. We don't sit around in pajamas because a lot of learning takes place outside the home. So in your homeschool though, you can do whatever you want because it's your school. So if you want to wear your bunny slippers all day, your PJs, and sit around with your hair in a ponytail, oh, I have a ponytail on right now. I guess it's not really a good point, but you can do whatever you want. Okay, that is the great part about homeschooling. We also do not drive a horse in a buggy or sew our own clothing. We do not live in a log cabin or grow our own food, although my kids would be thrilled if we did because they speak of nothing other than that. They're very outdoorsy kind of kids. Another stereotype. We don't have any friends. Ooh, no friends. Actually, we have a lot of friends. A lot of them. We are involved in so many different groups and activities that there's plenty of socialization with enough left over to spare. Seriously, I'm tired at the end of the week. It's funny, I once got a message on Twitter from some elementary school level football coach who said he didn't want homeschool kids on his club football team because they were socially inept. He also called homeschool kids wimps. The ignorance is seriously, it's mind-numbing. I can't even handle it. One of the biggest stereotypes of homeschoolers is that they are socially awkward. Public school is so full of silent lunches and group punishments and no talking in the hallways. My kids can speak their mind whenever they want. They speak to each other and to me and to people when we go out. They can actually engage in conversations without worrying about being in trouble. Plus, they get to choose their friends not based by who's in their class or who's on their team, but because they want to be friends with them. There will be another video soon on just socialization. It's one of my favorite homeschooling topics. Another stereotype for you. My kids aren't learning as good as they would be in public school. Well, that one is true, I'm sorry to say. They're actually learning better. My kids are working every single day really hard, and I'm pretty hard on them, I have to say. My 9th grader just took 3 AP classes with me, and my 6th grader is already halfway done with 7th grade math. But if it's a really nice day, we just might take off for an hour and go to the pool, or go on a scooter ride, or a bike ride, or maybe we'll take the whole day off and go to a lake, or a museum, or on a hike. Because we can. Because I monitor what they're doing and how well they're doing at it. They are in a place where they're able to take a break. We take a break. Another stereotype. A lot of people say to me, my kids get all A's, right? If you're the teacher, you can give them whatever you want. What's the difference? What's to stop you from putting down an A? Well, yeah, there's nothing to stop me from putting down an A, except for that'd be pretty stupid because if they don't know what they're doing, I'm failing as a parent and as a teacher to give them an A, right? That's not why I'm homeschooling them, so I can give them A's. And anyway, my kids don't get all A's. They fail tests when they don't prepare a study, but overall they do really well, and you know why? Because they're focusing on what they love, and I make learning fun for them and about the individual, not the masses. Another funny stereotype. We are a bunch of rednecks. All right, well, we do live in the South now, I will admit that, but I grew up in New York, and I lived in New York City for over a decade, and I went to public school, but times have changed, and I don't want my kids in the public school environment anymore right now. My kids are in a much better place with me, plus they want to be here. Homeschooling was their suggestion, and at first I thought it wasn't even a consideration, but the more I explored it, the more I was into it. Another funny stereotype is that we are sheltered freaks who don't leave the house. The opposite is completely true. We can travel whenever we want, which is a huge perk of homeschooling, with no absent notes to deal with. I once got a letter saying I was going to be arrested for having my kid miss 9 days of school in one semester with just an absent note that said that I took him out for traveling. Apparently that didn't fly, and I was going to be having visitors from truancy officers. I actually laughed at them, but people told me this is serious. Like, I had to really worry about it. It sounds so stupid. Now we take the day off to do something interesting whenever we want, and that's going to be another focus of upcoming videos, is things to do, places to see, experience, something for your family that maybe you haven't even thought about. My kids play sports, they're in music, bands, art clubs, debate clubs, volunteer, you get the idea. And we're on no clock but our own. The freedom's incredible. Sometimes I wish we sat at home a little bit more, but we're making this schedule. No one's forcing us to do this. We are super involved in the community and events. We volunteer because we can, and because it's a really amazing experience, and because giving back is truly what life is all about. Not the next giant, meaningless, busy work project or a trifold poster on Australia. We teach our kids to think broadly and entrepreneurially. And we focus on respect and common sense because that is something that is really lacking with too many kids right now. If you've thought some of these stereotypical things about homeschoolers in the past, maybe it's time to rethink your view. That's what Super Cool Homeschool is all about, showing you that homeschooling can be a great choice for your family and for your children. If you have any suggestions for topics that you want to hear about, leave them in the comment section below. I really want to hear from you. And please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and that little bell so that way you get notifications every time we have a new video. And thanks for watching. I will see you soon. Bye.